Hello and welcome to the What the Flex podcast series, where we chat to some of the best athletes from all over the globe about fitness, lifestyle, social media, and what it means to be an athlete in the 21st century. Thank you so much for joining me here at the RideAware/Push HQ. And I want to start from the beginning. I want to know, what has your journey looked like, I guess, right up until this moment?
I was always active. Always. I was very competitive from as far as I can remember. So in school, I just got into as many sports as I possibly could. Little athletics. I used to do trick skating. So I used to be at the skate park all the time. I raced BMX bikes. I was a snowboarder, wakeboarder, you name it. I tried to do everything. When I left school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I joined a gym. And that's where my passion started growing. So from that point, I realised that, wow, I actually really like movement. And from that moment, it didn't take me long to enter a competition that was for a cover. At that time, it was Oxygen magazine. I entered and I won it. So I won the competition to get obviously the cover, but I also got the chance to do my certificates in fitness. So my master's certification, Cert 3 and 4, in fitness, which was really expensive at the time. So it was something that I really couldn't afford. And I'm all about the universe. And when you focus on something, you find a way to make it happen. And that for me was it. Fast forward another 5 years. And I only 3 years ago made the decision to take the leap of faith and go all in. And I left my full-time job. I left my hometown of Canberra and I moved to Sydney, and I just threw myself in the deep end, and I became full-time within the industry, and I haven't looked back since. So long story, very, very short.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
A huge passion for helping people, and especially women within the industry and around the globe. And I have a global reach, and for me that's just, I can't get enough of helping other people and other women as well.
So your passion, you mentioned just then that you really love to sort of, in particular, help women and inspire women. Can you tell me a bit about that, and I guess what that means for you?
There's a couple of elements to that, and the reasons behind why I love to help women in particular is because, firstly, I know, being a woman myself, and being mindful in my journey into adulthood from my teens, what pressures that you have in society, being a female and those sorts of things, but also know how strong-minded we are at the same time. The connection between the two generally isn't met for a lot of women because they have this belief that they're not good enough, or they don't see how great they actually are, and they don't see their own potential. And we all have it in us. And it's just really about my aim is to really get them to rewire their programming and to start to believe in the strengths that they actually do have, and to focus in on those in order for them to grow into fully who they are, truly who they are. And to be able to watch people's mindset shift and connect to where they should be is such a powerful thing. And it means a lot to me because I know what it's going to mean to them.
How do you stay motivated for fitness and going to the gym and eating really well?
So my motivation comes from deep within, and I kind of connect it to my why. And for me, my why is my opportunity to harden my mind every single day. I do that during my physical training. And I call my daily training, I call it daily doses of discomfort, because it's my opportunity to do just that, put myself in an uncomfortable situation, a very uncomfortable situation, and persevere through it, block the head chatter or replace it with more positive head chatter, or just to face it head on and then overcome it and come through the other side feeling way better.
So I guess coming off of what you've just said and how incredible having a mindset like that must be, what is the hardest thing you've ever had to overcome?
Leaving everything I knew from, my job in the public service of 13 years, and taking that leap of faith where I decided, I'm going to leave this really comfy, salary over here and all my friends and my family, and at the time a relationship and my animals and my everything I knew, to take nothing that I had literally had nothing, to go to Sydney and just pursue what I believed I could pursue at the time. And, step by step by step by step, I made it work. And, I was able to lean on some friends and some family as well. And I guess until you make the step, you don't really know. So I would never want to wonder if. So from that moment on, I had always said to myself, you know what, I'm just going to do life for me, and whatever that looks like, I'm just going to say yes.
On a bit more of a lighter note, Ninja Warrior, you were on a few seasons ago now. Can you tell me about what that experience is like, and were people starting to recognise you, and did that shape a lot of your future for you?
So being on Ninja Warrior, I was on the Ninja Warrior season 1 and 2. First of all, wow, what a production. Seriously incredible. The sheer scale of these obstacles, I was obsessed with watching them since, they started in Japan. So years and years and years of watching Ninja Warrior on TV, and then finally they come to Australia, and I'm like, I'm going to be on that show when they come to Australia. I was seriously the most excited thing ever. So stepping up onto that platform and seeing the size of the obstacles, you're like, oh my God, I knew they were big, but I didn't realise they were this big. So it's, again, taking that leap of faith, putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation, backing yourself, believing yourself, knowing you can do it. Season 1, I had a fairly good run. I really enjoyed that. Season 2, I went in with a glute and hamstring tear. And then season 3, I was going to go back, but I had knee injuries. And then season 4 came around. I'm like, no, it's okay. I'll just take it. I'll just take it easy for now. Being on Ninja Warrior, it sort of added to the pool of what I had to offer people. I guess it was a really good opportunity to show the world who I was. Or a tiny little bit of who I was. And then for that was a good intro. Then they can come in and make that perception for themselves through my socials and those sorts of things. But the growth, it wasn't huge, but it was just an added element for me. And I thought that was pretty exciting because it gave me opportunities to network where I wouldn't have been able to have the opportunity to do so. And I'm a massive networker. I believe a lot of opportunities and a lot of things like that can come from networking. I'm very big on getting together with people and building relationships and communicating with people. So it certainly did help in that respect.
How is she looking, Freddie?
Amazing. I was about to write her off at my peril. Come on, Jenna. Oh, what a shame. Unlucky that.
This one's a bit more broad, but what is your fitness style? I was trying to work this out and I need an explanation. But on a more serious note, what is your fitness style?
Yeah, right. Okay, so I like to refer to my workout fitness style as hybrid training because of the crossover of many different methodologies. I've always been, I'm an ex-gymnast. I did gymnastics when I was younger. I snowboarded, I wakeboard, I was a stunt blader, I was a BMX racer. I'm a weightlifter, I'm a CrossFitter, I'm, everything. I touch in all areas. So for me, keeping that variety and balance throughout my training is really important for me because, first of all, I get bored really easy. So to allow no boredom, I have to be creative and, touching in all different training methodologies really works well for me. So that's why I refer to my training as hybrid style training because generally what my workouts consist of are not workouts that are typically put together. And for me, to avoid any plateau, you've got to catch it. You've got to catch your plateaus. But you've got to change things all the time and have variety. So I don't ever give my body a chance to plateau because I'm constantly changing. I'll give myself a period of, of getting used to things in order to, repetition is key in order to get good at something, right? So if I'm bad at something, I'll repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. So in that respect, things remain the same. But everything else, is that what can I do that's going to be different today? Every single day and every single workout is different. I don't like to repeat workouts because, again, that to me is boredom. I've been there, done that, unless there's a purpose to it. So I write all my sessions. I plan all my programming and everything like that. And programming is something that I really love to do because it again gives me the chance to be creative and to show people that they're again capable of so many different things.